Find their podcast at 957cruisefm.ca. Welcome to the Locker Room.
Someone sent me a video. Actually, I don't think there's any audio on it. We have it up on the screen right now.
It's like a reel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like Mitch Marner is drinking a beer before the game against the Sharks.
It full out looks like a beer.
What I have found online, that looks like a beer, is that it's Red Bull in a plastic cup.
And the reason why he's drinking it in a cup is because they can't have Red Bull cans
Advertising.
in the room because of because there's no sponsor.
That's a big Red Bull. I think that's a beer. I'm okay with it.
So I was shocked that it's a beer, and people are making fun of me. I put it up on my Facebook page.
Yeah.
And people are making fun of me because they're like, "Don't you think they drink?" And I'm like, "What? No,
no, this isn't the 70s. They're not smoking and drinking in between periods anymore. These are highly tuned athletes.
It's Toronto Maple Leafs."
Yeah. I mean,
if they're drinking before the game, it's not Rick.
No. It might explain the Toronto Maple Leafs.
But
right.
But sometimes there are people that like you have a quick drink to help you take the edge off. Maybe you're really stressed before you go and do an activity. I always have a quick drink before I go strip. It's kind of the same thing.
You're stripping to a professional athlete.
We are
who
not
knows. These guys know every little thing that goes in their bodies now.
Yeah.
This is not the olden days where Mario Lemieux showed up to camp smoking and overweight and couldn't bench 100 pounds. Like,
don't get me wrong. I know these guys go out and let loose on the weekends.
Yeah.
But I would think that the coaching staff would take issue with Mitch Marner crushing a beer before a hockey game. No?
You would think so,
we
but
had one
maybe
guy
not.
on my Facebook going, "You guys drink at work." And I'm like,
exactly. Just like
not
Jimmy
the
comparing
same
it to
thing.
him stripping. This is not the same
And
thing.
I don't come into work and take a couple of shots and pour myself a beer at 6 o'clock in the morning before we go.
Yeah.
If we have somebody down here, like we got a whiskey company coming in, well, Chris Pronger's whiskey company. We got them coming in February, and they're doing a taste test of his new whiskey in town. We got them coming in. We'll probably have a glass of whiskey that morning. When we've had beer guys down, beer reps, we'll taste test beer. We're not professional hockey players.
It might be apple juice. Mitch Marner Mitch Marner looks like a child. I could see him drinking apple juice.
But the foam on it.
Yeah, there's a bit of a head on it.
You mentioned Red Bull. If I pour Red Bull in a cup, will it have a head on it?
I'm not sure. Not like that, I don't think.
We got to try this at home because
get a cup, get a plastic cup. Give it a try.
Get some plastic cups and some Red Bull and some beer and
that you're right though. If he is drinking before a game, they completely lost control of that team.
It explains the Leafs.